When I was playing, I would get chastised a lot for being selfish, saying we just got to fit into a team. It's about winning championships.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I get it. I'm doing it. Yeah. Right? Won 3 straight. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also knew that when my career is over, they're going to chastise me for the same thing.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, well, you're only great because you played with Shaq.
What motivates me now more than ever is winning another championship.
For Kobe Bryant, an elusive 4th title is once again within his grasp.
The fact that you've lost the last 2 times you've been in the finals, the fact that there's been a gap, is that created this more intense hunger that we detect from you right now?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of everything. It's a lot of motivation. And, I'm using it all right now.
It was important that I win championships without him, and you get a glimpse of what I could have done individually had I not played with him.
When looking through NBA history from the 50s till now, every all-time great NBA legend, they all have that one series, one game that's a career-defining moment that alters their legacy for decades to come. And looking at someone like Kobe, his career-defining game, career-defining season, of course, came in 2009. As Kobe at this point, this was a 3-time champion, won all those 3 titles alongside Shaq, and at that point, was a big knock on Kobe and how great he was a championship player and a #1 guy for his team. Also one knock on Kobe at this point, in his last 2 finals had gone 0-2, a bad series versus Detroit and versus Boston in Game 6 got blown off the floor.
Be back in this position now to try to redeem or finish, what we started last season would be extremely special. And for us to get back to that mountaintop would just be an amazing feeling.
The team has not raised a Larry O'Brien championship trophy since 2002. Shaq traded to Miami in 2004, won a title with the Heat in 2006. Meanwhile, back here in LA, Kobe Shaqless, titleless. Although Shaq did tweet this week, yes, Shaq tweets, that he is pulling for Kobe to win this championship.
You lying? Yeah.
If you want to pinpoint a career-defining series, Kobe in 09 vs. the Magic had tons to gain and also tons to lose. As looking at LA this series, they weren't the underdog, the slight favorite. They were heavy favorites, supposed to win and dominate in convincing fashion. As looking at Orlando, yes, a very good team, but the past 2 rounds have pulled off amazing upsets. And one of their trends of pulling off those upsets was stealing Game 1 on the opponent's home floor. As versus Boston, won by 5 in the Garden. Versus the Cavaliers in Cleveland, the best home team in the NBA, they won by 1 point and eventually won the series in 6 games.
Down to Dwight, the money play, twisting, spinning, dunking.
The Orlando Magic are headed to the finals.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
For this Dwight Howard-led Orlando team, pulling off a Game 1 victory was a prerequisite to win the entire series. And looking through NBA history, if you win Game 1 of a series, you win that series nearly 80% of the time. And look at the NBA Finals, teams that win Game 1 are staggering 55-24. And for someone like Phil Jackson, when his teams won Game 1, they were a perfect 43-0. And with Kobe in LA, a very impressive 19-0.
It's pretty good.
From a sheer narrative and media standpoint, if LA lost Game 1 at home after winning 65 games during the regular season, people wouldn't just question Kobe, they'd question the entire team, 1 through 12, including Phil Jackson. So in essence, Game 1, very important for both teams, but especially Lakers and Kobe. And looking at Kobe in the first quarter, a decent quarter, 6 points on 9 shots, LA after 1 quarter, down by only 2 points. Now, where this game really shifted was in the second and third quarters, as after Kobe checked back in the second quarter, to close that half, 12 points, 6-9 shooting, LA at halftime took him a 2-point deficit to a 10-point lead. Then in the third quarter, Kobe yet again on fire, 18 points in the quarter, outscoring Orlando by himself, who only had 15. Those 2 quarters right there for Kobe in Game 1 blew the game open right then and there, as going into the fourth quarter, up by a staggering 24 points.
Big minutes, shot clock winding down, Kobe Bryant on the drive, gets to the basket, oh, what a move from Kobe Bryant!
Get the idea that this guy is trying to make a statement in Game 1. Mamba, there goes that man, the ability to put the ball on the floor and finish at the rim.
Bryant again. He's got that look. Couple of fakes. Shot clock at 2. He's got to put it up. Tries to bank it. Does so. And a foul.
You know, they say one man can't beat a team. I beg to differ. One man can beat a team. This guy has dominated each offensive possession. Think about it.
You had some separation from Orlando at the half, but you blew it open in the third. How?
Well, we wanted to come out and keep our energy up. You know, we played them in the regular season. The start of the third quarter is when they got back in the game and took over the game, so we wanted to come out with a lot of energy. Yesterday, your mind was all business. You were very clipped in your responses. Third period, you really got to work. Where were you attacking them? Well, I wanted to make sure that we stayed on the aggressive. And it's my responsibility in those moments of the game to keep us going.
So this Game 1 victory for the Lakers in the fourth quarter, the game was really never close. And for Game 1 victories, winning by 25 points. It was the biggest Game 1 victory in finals history since 1992 Michael Jordan versus the Blazers. And these two games actually are eerily similar. As looking at Jordan in the first half, 35 points exploded, put the game out of reach right then and there. Kobe in the second and third quarters was basically MJ from 92, as Kobe in those quarters had 30 points, 6 dimes, 12 20 shooting, and was a plus 29. The entire Orlando team combined only had 34 points, 6 dimes, 10 38 shooting, and was a minus 26. Kobe in the second and third quarter versus the Magic outplayed them single-handedly. And like I said, early in the third quarter, outscored Orlando by himself 18-15.
Hey, you guys sound like some of the other national media now.
Offensive guys of the Lakers. Bryant reaches right on top of him and throws it down. Mark, you saw Kobe Bryant yesterday. He is as serious as we've seen him all season right now. Kobe Bryant deflected by Nelson. Bryant gets it right back. Falling away, tough shot. Did not have a great regular season. He was injured a good part of it. As Bryant pulls up again.
On the gas pedal, taking advantage of the smaller Magic defenders. You talk about degree of difficulty. Well defended, contesting. This is good defense by Peter. You have done your job. Good defense, just better offense. That's why he's the best in the world. Once again, the contest, when he gets it going, he talked about it. I don't even see the defender in the picture.
When looking at Game 1 Lakers vs. Magic, yes, Kobe's stats in the second and third quarter were absolutely phenomenal. But watching the actual game film, it's actually more impressive. As looking at this guy's shot making, it's simply unreal. Versus guys like Petrus, Lewis, Courtney Lee, do everything they could to stop Kobe, putting a hand in his face, contesting jumpers, contesting everything. And what happens? Over and over again in their face, nails jumpers with ease. If you played basketball at any level, the park, high school, and college, the most deflating thing for you and your team is playing perfect defense and still getting scored on. In a lot of ways, Kobe's mid-range game, demoralizing the entire team, was similar to Steph Curry in 2016, hitting 35-foot bombs. Yes, technically only 3 points here, 2 points there, but for the feel of the game, morale of the game, when a player hits those shots, you start to question, do we really have a chance? And when you're playing 09 Kobe, the answer to that question is you really don't. As looking at his mid-range game, in all of NBA playoff history, one of the best all time. As Kobe in his run, 110 made field goals, the 5th most ever in league history, only behind Jordan and Allen Iverson. If you want to talk the best mid-range shooters of all time, for me personally, it's Michael Jordan, then Kobe. And for the 21st century, it's Kobe by a mile. As again, looking past the stats, this guy making difficult contested shots, in my view, the best ever at that one specific skill. And watching Game 1, Kobe had counters to your counters. In the Gasol pick and roll, he could shoot jump shots, attack the paint, or push came to shove, find open teammates to get an easy 2 points.
Chance at defeating the Lakers. Not just one game, but you got to win 4. Fisher for 3. That's good.
Dwight Howard is the right play. To me, the Magic need to cut a little bit more.
Gasol up and under.
And the Bryant pick and roll. Great pocket bounce pass. Late rotation by Rashard Lewis. Great adjustment
during the regular season. Finds Ariza. Ariza open 3. Bang.
If you want to talk the best version of Kobe from his skill set, talent point, and mental standpoint, to me personally, 09 Kobe is the best version of the Mamba, and how I described him is controlled aggression. Yes, in any given game, you could get 30, 40, even 50 points, but Kobe in 09 wasn't going for scoring titles. What he was going for was championships, and like we saw in Game 1, in the second and third quarter, picked his spots precisely and outplayed Orlando by himself. And for the entire game, a very impressive 48-8 to cap off a Game 1 victory. If you look through NBA Finals history, to score 40 or more points and win that Game 1, the first guy to do it, George Mikan, 1949. Jerry West, he did it twice, Shaq once, and Iverson also once. Now, the one caveat I will throw in for Kobe, if this game wasn't a blowout, wasn't so out of hand, that 40 points very easily could have been 45 or even 50. But like I said earlier, Kobe at this point wasn't going for scoring titles, wasn't going for the stats. What he was going for was championships.
It's been a long, terrific year for Kobe Bryant. This summer winning the gold medal, and coming back leading the Lakers to 65 wins, third best record of franchise history. And he keeps saying, Mark, that nothing shy of the championship will mean anything. Everything else is a huge disappointment, and he's doing everything, including coaching.
Well, talking, communicating, being a leader. Sometimes what you go through is transportation to where you're going to. Right now, Kobe Bryant is playing with a sense of urgency.
I mean, we understand how much, he wants this, how bad he wants to win this championship. How we all want it. Of course, Kobe's a focused person.
One of the biggest themes of Game 1, in the pregame, actual game, and even the postgame, was Kobe's mentality, his attitude, and how serious he was to win Game 1 and to win the series. Kobe's overall mindset was life or death. You lose this series, he'd be devastated. You win this series, his legacy, the narrative of his career, is changed forever. When you contrast Kobe's overall mentality being so serious, dead serious, with something like Dwight Howard, it really tells you everything. Dwight in this Game 1, even the entire series, just, happy to be there. For the 09 Finals, that's honestly what it boiled down to. Kobe in Game 1 was an assassin, a killer, who took the series by the throat. So that right there is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
I don't even need to say everything that you've done. And Michael and Larry and then on and on and on and on and on. It's just to be in a group of those players for me is extremely special.
Larry Bird told me that Kobe Bryant is his favorite player. How do you respond to that?
You know what? That makes me feel great. Because I hated Larry growing up. I did. I hated his guts. But I loved him as a player and his work ethic and his intensity, his tenacity, and I wanted to be that way. And the funny thing, I've never actually met Larry Bird before.
Well, we got to make that happen.
Yeah.
Not only are you the best player in the world, you're also the hardest working player in the world.
At 40 points, didn't attempt a single three-point shot. After the game, he said it's one game, no big deal. He was superb. With more, let's go to Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Mike. Well, so much has been made about Kobe Bryant's demeanor over the course of the last couple of days. His intensity seeming to radiate off of him and permeate this entire Laker roster. And it mattered not time and score. That intensity never waned. Throughout the course of the game, he was jutting that bottom jaw. And even late in the game, with the game well in hand, the Lakers up 20. He is chewing on Pau Gasol for a perceived miss defensive assignment. His demeanor really changed in Game 5 of the Denver series. He got very serious. When asked yesterday the impact on his teammates, he said, I am sure they're watching how I am preparing and reacting, and they're prepared to follow suit. That's probably not a bad thing, Mike.
Not for the Lakers, certainly, Doris. And Bryant, and Mark, we talked about this as he shoots over Turkoglu and knocks it down.